Firefighters have revealed new details of how they managed to bring the blaze at Auckland's SkyCity International Convention Centre under control. 4 days after the fire broke out, crews have described tackling the inferno in pitch black darkness as flaming debris dropped from the roof above. Firefighters are continuing to douse hotspots inside, but the smoke has largely cleared from the area and life is starting to return to normal in the central city. Reporter Matthew Theunissen and camera operator Patrice Allen filed this report.
Yep, there you go.
Footage from inside the convention centre reveals the extent of the destruction and the hugely challenging task firefighters faced as they tried to douse the flames in front and above them. Incident controller Dave Woon from Fire and Emergency praised the crews who undertook the hugely complex and difficult work.
You can imagine trying to work your way through this in the dark, and I'm talking pitch dark, not knowing where you're going. Multiple hazards around the place, containers, scissor lifts, that sort of thing. Over here you can see the main trusses that look very substantial, but there were also truss in the purlins. We were concerned about the roof falling in between some of those trusses.
As well as being dark with many hazards around them, the fire was across multiple stories and it was impossible for firefighters to see exactly what was happening. That's where the drones came in handy. I could see a raging fire on the roof from the drone. Our firefighters inside could just see little hotspots because of the construction of the ply, straw, ply, 16mm ply, and the bitumen over the top. And of course, bitumen being waterproof, you put water on, it's just going to go off to the side. So it's one of those really complex, challenging fires. Last night, Auckland Council received the welcome news that the 8 million litres of water in the convention centre's basement car park is able to be diverted into the wastewater sewage system instead of being pumped straight into the harbour. But Auckland Council's Safe Swim Programme Manager Nick Vigar says people should continue to treat the harbour around the waterfront as hazardous until it's been tested for contaminants.
As of approximately 6:30 yesterday evening, we switched the pumps over and began pumping that basement water to the wastewater network rather than the stormwater network, and that is currently what is happening. At the current rate of pumping, that's estimated to take 4 to 6 days to pump down.
The cordon around the convention centre has significantly reduced in size since Tuesday. A large crane will be brought onto Nelson Street tomorrow, but it's hoped it will only be there until Monday, with plans to get things back to normal by Tuesday. And there were significantly more people out and about in the CBD ahead of the long weekend. But for Jagdich Naran from the florist Roma Blooms on Albert Street, business continues to be very slow, compounded by the disruption caused by the construction of the City Rail link.
For the first 2 days, it has dramatically affected our business. We've sort of had about 3 or 4 customers in during the day. It has a disastrous effect. We've got sort of like flowers that we bought on Monday. All these flowers will be basically given away on Monday.
Part of the City Chief Executive Viv Beck says it's been a devastating event for Auckland, with lost trading, dumped stock and clean-up costs likely to reach many millions of dollars.
It's starting to come back to normal today. Most businesses are open. Obviously the ones close to the fire site are still impacted in different ways, but the city is largely open for business now. So it is starting to return to normal. The mood is definitely picking up.
And she hopes people will get behind the city's businesses.
Come on in. It's Labour weekend. We've got an event on the waterfront. We've got an exhibition opening at the Art Gallery tonight. We've got the All Black England game. Yes, please come on in and support the businesses. It's been a very difficult few days.
Investigations into what caused the fire have begun. In Auckland for Checkpoint, call Matthew Theunissen, TNA.